Hi all, welcome back to All in Manifestation Podcast. I'm All in Quinn. How are you guys? In this week, I'm super excited. I'm going to be talking about 4 biblical principles of wise investing, and this is the last video of month 3 on the series called Renew Your Mind, Transform Your Life, a 6-month journey with Christ and consciousness, or the power of your mind. Stay tuned.
The flame is flaming hot. I stopped people blazing. Now started making music and started to.
Hi all, how are you? How are you doing? This is our final video for this month, and I'm super excited because we're talking about literally in depth of the 4 biblical principles of investing. Last week we're talking about my experience of investing and how I went through it. We covered my 401k, Roth IRA, my living benefit, and my weekly deposit for Fidelity. And those are what I'm doing to expand my money that God already trusted me. I want to start this video with verse, which is Proverbs 13, verse 11. It says, "This honest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow." So this is not about investing $10,000. It's not about investing every month for about $1,000. Like, I do not want you to think that like investing needs big money. Like, I don't have money right now, I can't invest. It's not right. And I'm gonna explain this to you guys like I was before knowing how to invest, which is investments for dummies. And I'm not talking about you being a dummy. I was a dummy and I didn't know. So I'm trying to explain it to you guys as easy and simple as possible. So here we go. Number 1, diversify. I'm not saying to put one egg in one basket. So you can't just put your money in Dior. That's what I said last week. You can't just put your money in Dior. You gotta put your money in the whole store in the mall. You gotta put Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Celine, you gotta put Uniqlo, you gotta put Bershka, Hush Puppies, you gotta put some little yogurt land in the basement floor. Like, you gotta put it everywhere because it is the top selling in that big mall. So that is what it's called. It's S&P 500. And also Ecclesiastes 11 verse 2 says that invest in 7 ventures. Yes, in 8. You do not know what disasters may come upon the land. So if you, in the state of America, we have this thing called S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies in the US. So if I have Amazon, Apple, Tesla, whatever it is, like 500 most invested companies in the US, let's say one of them flunked or flaked or tanked, I still have 499 companies more that I put my money into. So let's say you have $40, you put $40 into those 500 companies in the US, right? So there are 5 investments that you can do now, you can do later, but this is a good knowledge for you to know, which is there's 5 investment types: index funds or ETF, real estate, your business and your skills, high yield savings, and generosity or giving. So what it means for you, let me explain. Index funds or ETF, which is what I was saying about S&P 500, it is a broad market diversification. It is low cost, it is long term, it is great starting point for you. If you have $25, just put it in every month or every week or bi-weekly, how many ever you want to put it in there. It is a good, great starting point. We can dive deep into that, but I'm not a financial expert. I would recommend you watch Friends That Invest or Nisha. They're great female founders and they have their own YouTube, they have their own podcast. They're really good. Nisha is an ex-banker who spent years on managing people's money and now teaching how people can manage their own money. And I love Friends That Invest because they have a book also that I read, awesome read, and they have podcasts that I listen to bi-weekly. There's also a real estate, right? Tangible asset that appreciates and generates rental income, multiple streams. So let's say you have $20,000 and you want to buy a house in somewhere in Texas, wherever is like cheap right now, and people go, move from California to that state. Make that as a down payment and rent that house. The rent money that they give you, you put that towards paying that house, and you're not getting the money now, but you own that asset, and that asset, when you finally pay that off after years, that's going to be like worth so much more, right? Think about like houses. They were like, $50,000, $15,000 in 19 something, but now it's like 10 million up in Newport Beach or whatnot. That's just an example, but invest in real estate. That is so good. And I'm going to start investing in real estate very soon. I'm super excited for that. Not too much of like here in California because it's so crazy, but I'm looking forward towards that and I'm super, super excited. So start on that. That's really good. Just rent it out if you have the money, if you have the budget. This is really good for you. Number 3, your business or your skills. Investing in yourself is the highest return of interest, ROI. So if someone were to say, what is it's a good ROI, ROI is return of investments. You invest in yourself so much, and then, you still what you reap. Salomon valued human capital. So I think certification, you don't have to get college degree right now, because I think I'm more educated than most of the people that goes to college and didn't use their degree to their advantage. And get a certification, and also extend your skills. Like, there's so many platforms. YouTube is free, but you can go to school, skool.com, and oh my goodness, there's a lot more out there. Music production or editing or whatever right now is content creation. I am pro content creation. I make so much money out of content creating, and I think that is like the way of like wealth right now. So don't be afraid of buying a camera, don't be afraid of buying a mic and then buying like a laptop that is durable, that is sustainable, that is long term, because if you're really passionate about it and you consistently do that and you expand your skills, you're going to get a return of interest towards that. Number 4 is high yield savings. It is for emergency fund. Like, I have this account on Capital One, which I use, by the way, give me the biggest APY, annual percentage yield, bigger than any other bank. Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, like Bank of America, like they don't ever give 3%. Oh my gosh, you'd be lucky if they give 1% back towards the money that you put in their bank. So Capital One is the best. Oh, I say multiplication money placement. Multiplication money placement is for my emergency fund. I like to say multiplication money placement because it gives me like, oh, okay, I'm not saving for emergency because like I would anticipate emergency. That's just how my mind works. And it is a short-term savings too. There's one that you invest, which you're gonna get ROI towards it because the interest compounds. And I mean, you get taxed if you pull it out. Just keep it there, don't touch it. But for this one, which is the savings account, it is a short-term saving, so it is faithful stewardship of liquidity. And I'm gonna give you a referral, which if you're using anything else to save in your money that doesn't give you 3% saving, you're losing money, guys. You're losing money. So I'm giving you a referral code to give you $300 for free. If you use this code down below on my description box or show notes, wherever you are listening or watching this episode, and with no fee, no minimums, with no worries, you can open up a bank account and then they'll give you 3.10% of APY, which is annual percentage yield, and you are going to get $300 bonus when you sign up through this link down below. I think getting a free $300 deal and getting 3.10% out of the money that you put in that bank account is pretty beneficial. It's a pretty deal. It's not an ad, it's just what I use and I want you to win, so I am extending this information to you. And 5 is generosity or giving. Spiritual investment, because this life is very Maya, or like it's an illusion. It will end at some point. The harvest law, 2 Corinthians 9 verse 6, is non-negotiable. You have to give 10% of your first paycheck to the people of God, to the orphans, to the widows, and just give with an open heart, because you know that you coexist with other people, the civilization and whatnot, and giving back to them means like you're thanking God for providing like the electricity or like the people in the community that you have surround you. So diversification isn't fear, it is wisdom in motion. Number 2, be patient. Compound interest in God's wealth. In Proverbs 21st verse 5 says, the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Haste means speed, okay? Moving too fast means you're leading to poverty. What that means is do not fall in the get rich quick schemes and like panic selling. What I'm trying to say is like when you invest in your portfolio, in your index funds or ETF, do not just like, oh, put it and then like, oh my, like look at the market, it's stanking, it's flaking, la da da. Calm down, because market is going up and down all the time, but S&P 500 goes up all the time. Like it's not going down. Whenever it's going down, it's not too bad. It's going to like be stable. It's gonna like go up again. Like that's just history proven itself. Wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Solomon said, build through understanding. Just be patient. Don't check on it a lot of times. Just transfer how many ever you can, automatically towards your investments, and obviously in your 401k. We talked about that in last week's episode. Just be patient. Do not panic sell. Like, you believe in the power of God. God creates every single thing in this entire universe. When you believe in him, you trust in him. Read Psalm 91, by the way. After hearing the news and whatnot that is going on in this country, you just want to like center yourself in God and knowing the fact that he absolutely is in charge of your life. So embody this and renew your mind. I want to take a second to talk about something I created for you. If you've been feeling like you're stuck in the same patterns, replaying the same thoughts, maybe even knowing deep down that you're meant for more, but you just can't seem to bridge the gap between where you were, where you are, and where you want to be, or supposed to be, actually, this is for you. I created the Higher Self Journal because I needed it myself. It's not just a journal. It's a full transformational workbook designed to help you to do all the real inner work. That kind actually moves the needle. Inside, you're going to have a 25 powerful journal prompts that goes deep and step-by-step limiting belief cure, so you can finally identify and release what you have been quietly holding back. Releasing rituals to help you to let go and detach, and a full 12-month manifestation plan so you can start living your real intention month by month. I also threw in a free curated playlist on high vibrational frequencies to listen to when you're journaling. And right now, there is a discount. It's actually $35, but now it's $19.99 if you purchase during the 6-month journey series. And I will be throwing in a free guided meditation for you to guide you through your whole process of releasing with this workbook. And yeah, you can grab it right now through the link in description and the show notes down below. It's going to be in my Beacons page, and it will straight go through your inbox and your email when you have purchased it. The moment you check out, you can start today. Absolutely recommend it. And don't forget, when you actually purchase it, open with Google Docs or Acrobat to work on all of your workbook digitally, or you can print it out. Doesn't matter. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boats. This is yours, from my heart to yours. Let's continue to the episode. Number 3, do your research. Due diligence in biblical. Proverbs 24 verse 3-4 says, by wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms filled with rare and beautiful treasures. Wisdom, understanding, knowledge. Solomon says to build through understanding. Number 4, seek wise counsel. Don't invest alone. But you're just watching this, that means you're opening your mind to be coached by God, to be coached by someone else besides your own understandings. Proverbs 15 verse 22 says, plain fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. So do not do this alone. I have an aunt who helps me a lot with my tax, with my investments, and she's a CPA, so I really appreciate her. And I have also a cousin who's her daughter that is also a CPA, but I reach out to my aunt all the time with what I have to invest and what should I do when I get this much money in my business, and how much I had invest and what should I invest. And she'd be like, just do research, but this is how I do it, da da da. Reach out to someone. At your church, there's gotta be a financial person that's in there, and or read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, also YouTube, Nisha and Friends That Invest, or me. Hello. Not too much though, I'm just covering this month, so let's see. But hi, if you're here. Find a fiduciary financial advisor. Read credible books. Follow financial educators you trust. And this is what a wise counsel looks like, okay? A certified fiduciary financial planner, they're legally required to act in your interest. So obviously my aunt is a CPA. She's a great accountant. Find mentors that like actually build wealth, not just like talk about it, okay? And then obviously this is the most important thing, prayer and the Holy Spirit discernment alongside practical education. In the week 9, I talked about how I managed my money in my 20s as a woman that believe in God, and I literally just telling you guys how I manage my money dates with God and how I pray before I manage my money and pay all my bills bi-weekly, and I track every single expenses, track every incomes from side hustles from 9 to 5 for whatever it is. I track it, maybe gift cards that was given to me like last week, as I'm talking about this week is a teacher's appreciation week. I get a lot of gift cards and I would just like file it into it. I type it down like, oh, I got this Amazon, oh, I used that one, or Target, I got the gift card, I might as well just use it, right? Just write it down. I talked about it in week 9, so I'm gonna put it in the link over here, or it's in the link description down below or in the show notes. But do not fall for random TikTok finance bros or girlies that are talking about it, okay? Do not fall pyramid schemes. I did with Monet hair care. Do not. Like, it was so bad. I shampooed my hair and my hair was like falling. And it's funny because I joined Monet from the girl that like so believe in God. Like she was successful towards it, but it didn't work out for me. So you just have to like watch out, okay? You just have to watch out. It's not her fault, but it's definitely more of like the product and the pyramid schemes and whatnot. And do not FOMO with bad decisions. Remember, do not pull your investments just because the market is down right now. If the market is down, that means it's good for you to buy. Do not sell your investments. The last thing is trust in God with your investments. Isaiah 55 verse 12 says, "For you will go out with joy and be led forth with peace." God is not surprised by the market, okay? He's not stressed about inflation. He's not stressed about the gas price right now that's freaking out of control. Don't even get me started. He's not watching the economy and going, uh-oh. He is still the provider. He will provide you no matter what. He is still Jehovah Jireh, okay? Period. In Proverbs 3 verse 9 till 10 says, "Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine." So you gotta honor first and overflow second. Tithe consistently, give generously, then invest wisely. That, when in that order, it is the biblical template for overflow. You don't have to wait until you have enough. Just start $25 a month or like $25 bi-weekly, whatever is okay for you to be like, all right, I can spare this much of money to be put away and not having to, scrape inch of like your pocket to survive. Go do that, especially when you're in your 20s. Open up your Roth IRA. It will change your retirement. Guys, like literally, I'm not afraid to get old, but obviously my mind wasn't in there, but I just don't want to worry about that. I'm just gonna like actually start compounding interest and start compounding my savings right now in my 20s. Start where you are and start now. Your investment action plan, I have 4 of it, and you gotta like actually lock in on this one. Number 1. You gotta pray first, okay? You gotta ask God for wisdom about your specific financial situations before making any investment decisions. In James 1 verse 5 says, "He gives wisdom generously." Take him up on it, okay? Number 2, audit your currency money. Do you have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund or multiplication money placement? If not, that's your first investment. Don't worry about anything else. Just worry about at least having 3 to 6 month coverage. When you lose your job or whatnot, you can live 3 to 6 months after, No investing in a shaky foundation. Focus on that. Pay off your highly interest debt, credit card debt. And number 3 is open and contribute to a retirement account, which is the Roth IRA. Research that this week. I use Fidelity. I don't know anything else, but my experience is I use Fidelity. Even at $50 a month, start the habit, okay? Solomon says little by little, it will give you overflow. Number 4, find one wise counselor. A book, a credible financial educator, or begin researching fiduciary advisors in your area. Don't invest alone. And if you have doubts all throughout this video, but you know what, if you watch this video or listen to this podcast episode, tag me at It's Only Quinn, screenshot this video, screenshot this episode, put it up on your Instagram story and tag me at It's Only Quinn. and share this to people that really needs to hear how they should invest biblically. And I hope this really helps people. But if you are in doubt, throughout this video that I shared to you guys, speak this over your finances. You ready? I am a wise steward and a strategic investor. I seek wisdom before I seek wealth, and both will follow. My money grows because I plant it with intention and patience. I am not moved by fear. I am led by the spirit of wisdom, and God gives me the ability to produce wealth, and I use it. My financial future is bright, blessed, and multiplying. Proverbs 8 verse 18 says, "With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity, wisdom and speaking." We're closing this month 3 with this abundance month of May, and we're pulling everything together in this month into your personal God-aligned financial vision. You do not want to miss next month, and I will see you guys in my next episode. Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the All In Manifestation Podcast. If you loved today's episode, I'd be thrilled to share a future self-guided meditation with you. To get it, just leave an honest review on Apple Podcasts, share your biggest takeaways, and let us know how we're doing. Before you hit submit, take a quick screenshot and then email it to olinquininquiries@gmail.com. That is olinquininquiries@gmail.com. Once I see it, I'll send over your free meditation as a thank you. Until next week, stay aligned, stay within your authentic self, and I'll see you then. Bye.